This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
"8:45. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Here is the news edited by Lakshman Fonseca and read by J. Yogaraj. First, the headlines. The President assures to introduce a new constitution and a new electoral system as promised to the people. A special function will be held to mark the International Coastal Cleanup Week at the Temple Trees tomorrow. Sri Lanka has been ranked among the top 5 wellness tourism destinations in the world. A total of 567 officers and 10,369 other ranks of the Sri Lanka Army have been promoted. The one-day services at the Department of Motor Traffic will be further expanded. News overseas, UK to resettle teenage Afghan women footballers and families. And those are the headlines. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa assured to introduce a new constitution and a new electoral system as promised to the people. The President gave these assurance at a ceremony held at the Gajapa Regiment Headquarters, Saliyapura, Anuradhapura today to mark the 72nd anniversary of the Sri Lanka Army. He said the economy of the country had fallen due to the COVID-19 pandemic. He said Sri Lankan Triforces extended their fullest support to the health sector in carrying out the vaccination drive and quarantine process in order to control the spread of COVID-19. President Rajapaksa also expressed his gratitude to everyone for their commitment in this regard. The ceremony to mark 72nd anniversary was organized adhering to health guidelines. President Rajapaksa also said that corruption and fraud would not be tolerated and that all officials should work for the betterment of the public. After addressing the gathering, the President paid tribute to the statue of Major General Vijay Vimalaratne at the Gajapa Regiment Headquarters and paid a courtesy call on the Regiment Headquarters. Army Commander General Shavendra Silva presented a memento to the President marking his visit to the Gajapa Regiment Headquarters. In order to mark the International Coastal Cleanup Week, special function will be held at the Temple Trees tomorrow. The function will be chaired by Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa. The function will be telecast over the television channels. The week was started as a way to raise awareness about the growing pollution on various beaches of the world. The Marine Environment Protection Authority says population growth and capitalism are just 2 of the main factors that have led to severely high levels of pollution in the environment, particularly in the oceans that make up over 70% of our planet. Marine biologists said that for every mile of ocean, there are at least 46,000 pieces of plastic debris floating. Furthermore, as plastic does not decompose over a period and only disintegrates, mini plastic particles are already showing up in our food and water. This news comes to you from Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
Get a personal loan for your marriage, education or housing within 24 hours with People's Bank Digital Banking.
Sri Lanka has been ranked among the top 5 wellness tourism destinations in the world. Tourism Minister Prasanna Ranatunga says the Global Wellness Institute has ranked Sri Lanka number 4 as the wellness tourism destinations, while Bali tops the list. It was also reported that Sri Lanka is best for spiritual healing. The minister further said, after the pandemic, most of the tourists in the world have paid more attention to mental, spiritual as well as physical well-being, and there is a high demand for Ayurveda and traditional medicine. He also said the government is working to develop it. The minister made this remark during a meeting with a group of ministers who attended the French International Tourism Exhibition in Paris. Several ministers and ministry secretaries from France, Egypt, Greece and Jordan attended the event. He said the representatives not to be afraid to send tourists to Sri Lanka as the nation has now become a safe destination. Minister Ranatunga added, with the opening of the country to tourists in December 2020, more than 40,000 tourists have visited Sri Lanka and only 323 of them contracted COVID-19. A total of 567 officers and 10,369 other ranks of the Sri Lanka Army have been promoted in view of the 72nd anniversary of the Sri Lanka Army. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa promoted the officials on the recommendations of the Army Commander General Shavindra Silva and the Ministry of Defence. Accordingly, 8 senior brigadiers have been promoted to the rank of Major General, 17 colonels to the rank of Brigadier, 42 lieutenant colonels to the rank of Colonel, 60 majors to the rank of Lieutenant Colonel, 256 captains to the rank of Major, 10 lieutenants to the rank of Captain, 152 second lieutenants to the rank of Lieutenant, and 22 probation officers commissioned to the rank of Lieutenant. The Army said that after General Shavindra Silva took the mantle of the Army Command on 18th August 2019, a record number of 3,873 promotions to officers and 78,707 promotions to other ranks have been granted to date. The one-day services at the Department of Motor Traffic will be further expanded. Minister of Transport Pavitra Vaniyarachchi has instructed the relevant officials to take necessary steps in this regard. The one-day services include a vehicle registration, issuance of a driving license and transfer of vehicles. It was introduced to facilitate the public who wish to obtain services from the DMB or RMB without any delay. The minister said a large number of vehicle registrations, transfers and driving license can be issued in a single day under the program. Minister Pavitra Vaniyarachchi expressed these views at a special progress review meeting of the Department of Motor Traffic at the Ministry of Transport yesterday. And that's local news.
Get a personal loan for your marriage, education or housing within 24 hours with People's Bank Digital Banking. People's Bank Digital Banking, your ultimate convenience.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
Sri Lanka has been ranked among the top 5 wellness tourism destinations in the world. Tourism Minister Prasanna Ranatunga says the Global Wellness Institute has ranked Sri Lanka number 4 as a wellness in tourism destination, while Bali tops the list. It was also reported that Sri Lanka is best for spiritual healing. And that was top news.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
And now in Watch Light.
State Minister Channa Jayasumana says that the people are seen gathering in large numbers in places of worship and such other places. He told the media that the Sri Lanka is still not fully out of the pandemic threat. The State Minister says that people seem to be taking things for granted and enjoying themselves without realizing the imminent danger. He stresses people are seen behaving as if the pandemic is over. State Minister requests the people to help the health sector to combat COVID so that everyone would be able to see a silver line of the dark cloud formed by COVID-19 shortly. And that was Watch Light.
World News.
Headlines first, UK to resettle teenage Afghan women to footballers and families. Guatemala police free 126 migrants from the abandoned container. Study finds UK public now eating significantly less meat. And those are the headlines. Dozens of Afghan girls with promising football careers who fled the Taliban have been told they can come to UK to be resettled, along with their families. The 35-member squad fled Kabul last month and have been staying for the past few months in a hotel in Pakistan, where their temporary visas were due to expire on Monday. A UK government spokesman said that they are working to finalize visas to the Afghan women's development team and look forward to welcoming them to the UK shortly. Police in Guatemala have rescued 126 migrants who were abandoned inside a shipping container at the side of the road. They were found between the towns of Nueva Concepcion and Coquelles after locals reported hearing screams inside the trailer. Authorities believe that they were abandoned by smugglers who had been paid to take them to the US via Mexico. More than 100 of those discovered are from the crisis-hit nation of Haiti. And there were also people from Nepal and Ghana. Speaking after the discovery, a police spokesman said he heard cries and knocks coming from inside the container. Daily meat consumption in the UK has fallen by 17% in the last decade, a study has shown. That reduction, though, is not happening quickly enough to meet a key national target, according to the scientists. The aim is to reduce the environmental impact of our diets. This goal, set by the National Food Strategy, is based on a review of a whole UK food system from farming and production to hunger and sustainability. And it recommends meat consumption in the UK fall by 30% over the next 10 years. And that was world news.
And now in development news.
ComStats University Islamabad in Pakistan and General Sir John Kotulawala Defence University KDU in Sri Lanka have signed a MOU to collaborate on advanced biomaterial research of Professor Dr. Mohammed Tabassum, Rector of ComStats University, and Major General Melinda Pires, Vice Chancellor KDU, signed the document of collaboration at a ceremony held online. Accordingly, the Interdisciplinary Research Centre in Biomedical Materials, a state-of-art research centre at CUI Lahore campus, will collaborate with KDU on respective national regulations. And that was development news.
Sports news.
The Sri Lanka Cricket today announced the final 15-member squad for the upcoming ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2021. Accordingly, Sri Lanka has made 4 changes to the final squad, where Lahiru Kumara, Pathum Nishanka, Akila Dhananjaya and Vinura Fernanda are in. Kamindu Mendis, Nuwan Pradeep and Praveen Jayavikrama, who were initially part of the squad, failed to make the cut. Lahiru Madhushankar too missed out on making the final 15 after suffering a fractured collarbone during the T20 series against South Africa. And that was sports news.
Cash through NSB globally and win wonderful gifts locally. Will you be the lucky winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee? 50 gold sovereigns for the top prize winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee. Scooters for the 10 second prize winners. iPhones for the 10 third prize winners. Mountain bikes for the 29 fourth prize winners. From October 1st, 2021 to September 30th, 2022. Remit a minimum of $100 or an equivalent amount in any foreign currency through NSB U Trust for 6 months consecutively. Send more money and increase the chances of winning.
Business news. Sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Pure Ceylon tea, authentic Sri Lankan cashew and spices attracted large number of visitors to the Sri Lanka stand at the World Food Istanbul Trade Fair, which was held from September 9 to 12 in Istanbul. The Embassy of Sri Lanka in Ankara organized meetings through virtual platform for the Sri Lankan companies which displayed their products at the Sri Lanka stand, which was frequented by prominent Turkish and foreign companies at the fair. And that was business news.
Business news. Sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Cash through NSB globally and win wonderful gifts locally. Will you be the lucky winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee? 50 gold sovereigns for the top prize winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee. Scooters for the 10 second prize winners. iPhones for the 10 third prize winners. Mountain bikes for the 29 fourth prize winners.
Economic news. Courtesy of
I bought my daughter a laptop for her work by managing my finances. Whatever the expenses may be, I can't afford to miss out on life's special moments like her birthday or our anniversary. So you need to invest to make your family's future flourish.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibilities. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act No. 42 of 2011.
Mobile application titled SL Remit to attract more remittances to Sri Lanka has been prepared by a committee appointed by the Central Bank of Sri Lanka. The Central Bank of Sri Lanka has appointed a working committee to study and suggest new remittance channels for Sri Lanka and to make recommendations on reducing the cost of remitting money. And that was economic news.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibility. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act No. 42 of 2011.
The Mint Department says showers or thundershowers will occur at times in western, Sabaragamu, central, northwestern and northern provinces and in Galle and Mathura districts. Fairly heavy showers above 75 millimeters can be expected at some places in western, Sabaragamu, central and northwestern provinces and in Galle and Mathura districts. A few showers may occur in the north-central province. Before we wind up this news broadcast of Sri Lankan Broadcasting Corporation, let's look at the main points once again. The President assures to introduce a new constitution and a new electoral system as promised to the people. A special function will be held to mark the International Coastal Cleanup Week at the Temple Trees tomorrow. Sri Lanka has been ranked among the top 5 wellness tourism destinations in the world. A total of 567 officers and 10,369 other ranks of the Sri Lanka Army have been promoted. The one-day service at the Department of Motor Traffic will be further expanded. With that, we conclude this night news bulletin of Sri Lankan Broadcasting Corporation.